Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy. Today we're reviewing a 5.0 Mustang. I'll include a link to the Larry Miller Ford in Provo's website in the description down below. They provided us with this Mustang. As for John Jenks, if you have any questions, also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a 5-liter V8 putting out 486 horsepower and then 418 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy is 15 around town, 23 on the highway, and this goes through a 6-speed manual. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Yes, that vent's functional, and yes, it does make the Mustang look a little bit cooler. Now, I think the new headlight design is super sharp with this generation of Mustang. And of course, you got that Mustang horse there front and center in the grille. And when you put it all together, the new front end, I think, looks absolutely incredible. So our turning wheel setup is 265 by 35 by 20, and you actually have Brembo brakes with the GT here. We've got the big 5.0 badge there on the side. This also comes with side skirts, and it has that Mustang silhouette that we all know and love. And a big part of that are the wide hips here in the back. Now, unlike the Raptor, the Mustang still has the little Mustang horse there on the back of the key fob, and then you have your lock and unlock opening for the trunk on the key fob too. This is a pony car, so it's not going to be super spacious in the back, but this is actually fairly usable overall. And if you're wondering, underneath the floor, we got to fix a flat kit. This comes with this low-profile body-painted spoiler. Then you've got the 3 taillights in a row here on the GT. And another GT badge there. I think these exhaust tips down below look really cool. But let me know what you think about the exterior style here on the 5.0. And let's pop inside. The door panel does have nice soft touch trim. You also have your mirror adjustments, memory seats, and blind spot monitoring. We've got nice trim here on the back seats. But as you can see, you basically have to be legless to be able to fit there in the rear of the Mustang. And that's legless and not Legoless. Those of you wondering, this is actually a relatively heavy car. It weighs over 4,000 pounds. Now, the front seats are really nice. They're partially power, partially manual. Got the Mustang plaque here. And while we're down below, 3-pedal layout because it's a manual. It does have automatic headlights, which is nice. Red engine stop-start button's always cool. Mustang horse there at the center of the steering wheel, and it's got pretty nice fatty grips there on either side. It's also this interesting trim here at the bottom. You notice perforated trim too. So we've got practical controls here on the steering wheel. You can adjust the steering. You got your volume controls too. On the other side, we've got our adaptive cruise control function, then your drive mode select. And this does come with just traditional stocks there on the back. Full digital gauge cluster that is very customizable. This is kind of like a more retro theme. This right here is the normal. You have a sport, and you guys can see the transition animation is kind of cool. That's the track animation. And then we've got the classic 67, 68. That's what we started off with. We have the Fox body, and then finally the SVT Cobra. In reverse, we do have a backup camera, and I'd say resolution is pretty good. And then as for the infotainment system, there is quite a bit of glare with this screen, and it does take a second for some of the pages to load up. But it is pretty user-friendly with having all of the shortcut buttons. This does come with heated and ventilated seats, and then you also have your dual zone climate. It's all used on the screen. The dash up top here does have soft touch that goes across and more of that kind of interesting plastic trim. And there is a Mustang logo there on the passenger side. And then more stitching that goes across to the vents below the infotainment system. Although a lot is in the screen, you do have more shortcut buttons down below for stuff like your auto stop start if you want to turn that off, volume control, and then a couple of USBs. Shifter for the 6-speed manual transmission reverse lockout. It's just like that. Electronic parking brake. We've got some cup holders and a center console. Just a regular rear view mirror and no sunroof, of course. It's a Mustang. 2025 GT Mustang with the manual. This is a 401A equipment group. It has the active exhaust and the limited slip axle. 58,620 is the total MSRP. Let's see how this performs. Boom. 5.0 Mustang with the manual. Does it get any better than this, folks? V8 pony car. I think this truck's coming through here. Yep, I guessed correctly. V8 pony car with a manual transmission. And this one has the good stuff. The active exhaust, the limited slip. But it still has the stupid steering. It has like no feedback. This is the one downside about electronic steering. The feedback's just not there. Shifter's pretty crisp. Let's have some fun. Let's pop it into Sport mode. There we go. See how that is. Man, that darn window sticker. Gotta angle this a bit. Not too bad though. Oh, this sounds great. Suspension dampening is pretty good too. Went over a couple of those bumps. Super easy to rev match downshift in this too. It's why is my heated seat on? Ugh. One thing I hate about touchscreens is having to use them all the time. I've got lots of calluses on my hands, and my fingers, the skin is also kind of thick. I'm not trying to show you guys how macho I am. The point I'm trying to make here is touchscreens do not like my fingers. Half the time they don't pick them up. They're like, are you really a human? It's like, yes. I just have rough hands. And they're not even as bad as some people. Like, I don't know. I hope this whole all screen thing goes away because it is obnoxious. Definitely not my favorite thing to have to deal with. But what I do like having to deal with is a 5.0 V8. I tell you, this thing sounds good. This car's smooth too. It's just a smooth engine, smooth ride. Ford has definitely done a great job with all that. They just kind of ruined this car with the steering. I don't know how they could have gotten this so wrong, but they did. Gosh, the torque is great. I just don't know what's happening with the front end. That's the thing I don't like about the steering. But again, it's hard to make an electronic rack that actually gives you feedback. You pretty much have to do hydraulic if you're going to want feedback. I don't think I can squeeze past this bus. It's a little bit tight. They need to make this turn lane a little bit wider. You gotta love the torque though. It's just, and that's the thing that's great about V8s is instant response and the power band, right? It just keeps building power throughout, but you do have a really good low end. And so it, you know, for a sports car like this, that's what you want. You don't want it to taper off and you don't want it to feel dead at the bottom. So the balance is great. Man, I really don't know what the front end's doing. Sounds good though. I'll forgive you because you still have a V8. But I'm not happy about the steering. So let me know what you guys think about the 5.0 Mustang. I think with the manual transmission, I mean, it's still a great car. It's got tons of power. It sounds absolutely fantastic. And you don't even have to go all the way to the red line. You just go partial throttle, and this thing's fun. It's a fun car.